Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If I were starting from zero in 2026, no audience, no technical background, no money to invest, and I wanted to make real money with AI, this is the one AI business I would start first. Not because it sounds fancy, not because it's trending on Twitter, but because it works in the real world right now for beginners. Most people think making money with AI means building apps, writing code, or inventing the next ChatGPT. That belief alone stops millions of people from even trying. The truth is very different. In 2026, the people making the most consistent money with AI are not engineers. They are not programmers. They are ordinary people who understand one simple thing. Businesses don't want AI. They want results. Companies don't wake up in the morning saying, "We need artificial intelligence." They wake up saying, "We need more customers. We need to save time. We need to reduce costs. We need to respond faster." AI is just the tool that solves those problems. And if you can use AI to solve a clear business problem, you have a business. That is why, if I were a beginner, the first AI business I would start in 2026 is an AI-powered service business. Not a product, not an app, a service. Why? Because services are fast to start, cheap to run, and extremely profitable when done correctly. You don't need to build anything. You don't need to invent anything. You don't need to wait months before earning your first dollar. You use existing AI tools to deliver value to businesses, and businesses pay you for the outcome. Let me explain this in the simplest way possible. An AI-powered service business means you help businesses do something they already want to do, but faster, cheaper, or better, using AI tools that could be creating content, that could be automating customer support, that could be managing emails, that could be generating leads, that could be writing product descriptions, that could be scheduling appointments, that could be summarizing data, that could be creating ads, that could be handling repetitive tasks. You are not selling AI software. You are selling a solution. AI just works in the background. Here's why this is perfect for beginners. You don't need permission. You don't need certification. You don't need to convince investors. You only need one client to get started. One business willing to pay for help. And businesses are desperate for help. In 2026, most small and medium businesses know AI exists, but they have no idea how to use it properly. They are confused. They are overwhelmed. They don't have time to learn prompts, tools, or systems. They don't want to experiment. They want someone to handle it for them. That someone can be you. This is why this business works so well. You position yourself as the bridge between AI and real-world business needs. Let's talk about what this actually looks like in practice. Imagine a small online store. They struggle to write product descriptions. They struggle to respond to customer messages. They struggle to create social media posts consistently. You step in and say, "I can handle this for you using AI." You use tools like ChatGPT, image generators, scheduling tools, and automation platforms to do in 1 hour what would normally take them 10 hours. They don't care how you do it. They care that it gets done. Now imagine a real estate agent. They need listing descriptions, follow-up emails, client messages, and marketing posts. You use AI to generate all of that quickly and professionally. To them, it feels like magic. To you, it's a repeatable system. Or imagine a clinic, a gym, a restaurant, a consultant, a coach, or a local business. Every single one of them has repetitive tasks that AI can handle. Emails, messages, content reports, scheduling, follow-ups, marketing copy. Next, you don't need a website at the beginning. You don't need a logo. You don't need a company name. You need clarity. We need to be able to say in one sentence what you help with. Something like, "I help small businesses save time and get more customers using AI-powered automation." That's it. Then you reach out to businesses. This part scares most beginners, but it's simpler than it sounds. You are not begging. You are offering help. You can start with businesses you already know. Friends, family, local businesses, online businesses, people on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, email. You don't pitch AI, you pitch relief. You say something like, "I noticed you post inconsistently and respond slowly to messages. I help businesses handle this using AI so they save time and don't lose customers. That's a conversation, not a sales pitch. Most people will ignore you. That's normal. One yes is enough. When you get that first client, everything changes. You gain confidence. You learn faster. You improve your process. You now have proof. This is another reason I would start this business first. It builds momentum quickly. Now let's address a big fear beginners have. What if AI replaces me? Here's the truth. AI replaces people who do nothing but manual work. It does not replace people who manage systems and deliver outcomes. You are not competing with AI, you are using it. Businesses don't want to learn AI. They want someone who already understands it to handle things for them. As long as AI evolves, your service becomes more powerful, not less. Another reason this business works in 2026 is flexibility. You can work from anywhere. You can work part-time. You can scale slowly. You can even keep your main job while building this. You can also grow in many directions. Once you understand one AI service, you can add more. You can increase prices. You can move into consulting. You can build packages. You can eventually productize your service. This is why this AI business is so powerful. It works in almost every industry. Now let's talk about money, because that's what matters. Most beginners make a mistake. They think they should charge very little because they're new. That's wrong. In a service business, you don't charge based on effort. You charge based on value. If you save a business 10 hours a week, that's valuable. If you help them get more customers, that's valuable. If you reduce their workload, that's valuable. This is why many beginners earn their first $1,000 faster with AI services than with any other online business model. You can start by charging monthly fees, not one-time payments, monthly. This is important. For example, a basic AI content and automation service could be priced at a few $100s per month. That might sound high to you as a beginner, but to a business, it's cheap. If you get 5 clients paying a few $100s each, you already have a solid monthly income, and those clients often stay for months. You don't need hundreds of clients. You don't need millions of views. You need a small number of businesses that see your value. Another reason this business is beginner-friendly is that you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be useful. AI does most of the heavy lifting. Your job is to understand the business goal and apply the tool correctly. Now let's talk about how you actually start, because this is where people overthink and get stuck. The first thing is choosing one simple service. Not 10, not everything one. For example, you could focus only on AI content creation for businesses, or AI email automation, or AI chatbots for customer support, or AI social media management, or AI lead generation support. Pick one problem, one audience, one outcome. When you try to do everything, you confuse people. When you do one thing well, you become valuable. But you don't start there. You start simple. This is important, so I'll say it again. The mistake most beginners make is trying to look advanced instead of being effective. They want dashboards, tools, branding, and complexity. Businesses want results. If I were a beginner in 2026, I would focus on delivering one clear result with AI, consistently, to a small group of clients. That's it. Now let's talk about mindset, because this is where many people fail. You don't need to be an expert to start. You need to be one step ahead of the client. If you understand AI tools better than them, you are already valuable. You don't need to know everything. You can learn as you go. AI tools themselves help you learn faster. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. Readiness comes after action, not before. Every successful AI service provider you see today started confused. They started small. They learned by doing. This business rewards action, not perfection. Another powerful thing about this model is that it trains you to think like a business problem solver. That skill transfers everywhere. Even if you later move into other AI businesses, this foundation stays with you. That's why, if I were starting again, this would be my first move. Not because it's the only way to make money with AI, but because it's the fastest, safest, and most beginner-friendly way to enter the AI economy. And the best part? The demand is growing, not shrinking. Every year, more businesses feel pressure to adopt AI. Most of them don't know where to start. That gap is your opportunity. If you take action early, you position yourself ahead of the crowd. not as a tech genius, but as someone who helps real businesses get real results. That's how ordinary people are building real income with AI in 2026. Not by chasing hype, not by waiting for the perfect idea, but by starting simple, serving others, and letting AI amplify their effort. If you're watching this and wondering whether this could work for you, the answer is yes. Not because you're special, but because this model doesn't depend on talent, it depends on willingness to start. And if you want to see exactly how beginners are getting their first paying clients, pricing their services, and avoiding common mistakes, make sure you watch the next video on your screen. I'll see you there.